We're live.
We're live.
Ooh.
I'm
Live.
so excited.
Because we've been waiting for this for about 12 years.
Yeah, been waiting forever. What are we starting with?
An introduction of what you've been.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah, but which category are we starting with so I can introduce that
Introducing
category?
what we're doing here first.
Okay, go for it. You go for it.
okay,
No pressure.
low pressure. All of a sudden. Right, so the purposes of today's activities is some unboxing. So obviously there are a lot of companies, at least excited, not quite as excited as Vicky, who's very, very excited. So obviously you can buy all sorts of stuff from the Disney store, etc., and it's nice, but it's a little bit pricey. And there are so many people out there now that make Disney related products and Harry Potter and all the usual things. Primani obviously is a very good example.
Yes.
We've all had lots from Primani.
Although they've been getting less.
They
and
have
less.
lots of Stitch.
Lots of
But
Stitch.
I'm quite a classic characters girl.
I like Stitch.
So what we have done is we've approached the usual mail order suspects. And we have Shein, Temu, and what are the some Etsy,
AliExpress.
I forgot about AliExpress.
No.
That's all surprises.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no. So,
We
we
did
went through,
AliExpress.
didn't we? And
Yeah.
bits of stuff for the other one. This is proper surprise, and some nice candly bits.
Yeah, we went for scents. So we went for an Etsy seller whose name will come to me when I get the packaging out because I can't remember the name. And we did the American Hut Company,
yeah, who are quite well known.
Yeah, they come up all the time, don't
Yeah.
they, on your feed and things, with the Disney scents. So
Yeah.
we ordered a kind of a range of things from that.
And Vicky loves her scented candles. You can't see, but there's literally thousands behind Lee. There might not be thousands.
I mean, I did often get stopped coming back through security. I'm looking at Lee.
He's not
'cause he's like,
defending you at all here. He's not going, no, Catherine. That's
well,
really
What's fun with you?
customs always stop and they do that. They do a
What's
candle
this big
swipe.
round cylindrical organic thing in your bag?
It's
a candle.
It's
Is
Bath
it?
and Body Works. What's the problem? Yeah. So go for it.
What do you want to start with?
Do you want to start with AliExpress first with the
You want big
surprises?
surprises?
Or should we?
Oh,
let's
say
do the big
surprises
bag.
till
Big bag.
last.
That one is
I'm gonna start-
Temu.
I'm gonna
Yes,
start, right, Temu start off with.
Temu.
I've never ordered anything off Temu.
Have you never?
No. Lots of Shein, but never Temu.
It's very similar.
All the same factories. So
Okay.
Allegedly.
the same child has made it all.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I apologise for the crinkling, but you're just going to have to put up with it.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
don't like it, don't watch the video.
Just
That's
don't
simple.
talk much.
Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves. Ooh, I've forgotten. To be honest, I've forgotten
we
half
kind
of what we
of
ordered.
decided on bags, sunglasses, ears, wearables, and kind of little kind of collectible key-ringy kind of things,
Although
didn't
the
we?
key rings were a very poor show. They all
Yeah.
looked 3D in the pictures. So watch out for this if you're doing this. But then when you read the descriptions, they're 2D.
Yeah,
So
they are 2D.
If you like a sort of a nice chunky proper keyring for your bag or whatever, read the descriptions very, very carefully.
So this is like for your kind of park bag. And this one is...
I'm regretting the colour choice.
I like the colour choice. Okay, so it is a... Shall I do this camera as well, like this?
No, just this one.
Just this one.
Okay, so this is a Mickey and Minnie bag. It's quite crunchy on the inside. It has like a crunchy
It
lining.
sounds like cornflakes.
I don't
Crunchy
mind...
bag.
A crunchy
It is.
bag.
I don't mind the colour. I don't know if you can see. This is just vinyled on.
Yeah,
Which-
it's not brilliant actually.
In the grand scheme of things, I mean, it's quite well vinyled on. The trick with vinyl is if you can see the pattern of the texture of the fabric through the vinyl, you know it's probably quite well stuck. So I would say, based on the fact that you can sort of see the texture, it's quite well stuck. But it does look a bit naff.
Yeah, and you can actually see, I don't know how we pick the camera, it's slightly white around the edge of
Yeah.
the print there. So it's like it's been slightly off centre when they put that on.
Yeah.
But
it's-
maybe, you see, maybe one of the things about the colours, I don't dislike the colour, especially as a Slytherin.
No.
But maybe it's just because it clashes with
Yeah,
the colours
it
of the
doesn't.
thing.
It
which
doesn't
isn't-
make this pop very well, and I think my other concern is with all of these products, Disney hasn't licensed this, so they haven't let these people use these images. So they've basically gone and got the image off the internet, which is why it's got that white edge to it.
It wasn't me.
But And I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the strange fashion
I think
thing.
an exclamation mark at the end of it.
Although, I mean, that would be quite a
a
nice
little
place.
asterisk with disclaimer. Yeah.
Be quite a nice place to put your. Well, you could put a poncho in there, could you? It's far too small. If you're a very small person, you could put a poncho in there.
You are, in fact,
Or
a tiny person.
Your keys. Oh, I don't know what you could put in there.
I don't know, because you couldn't
Fold-up bag.
Your magic band?
You couldn't put
You
your
could
magic
put-
band in there. It's like.
A broken magic band?
Yeah.
broken
I mean, look, I think this was probably about £3
I was
something.
going to say how we should have. How
Yeah,
much
should have-
are all
I'm
these
going to
things?
overlay.
Yeah, Leo
Right,
put in.
fantastic.
But I don't think this was anything more than £3 or £4. The handle is really naff. It's really cheap tape. Yeah, I mean,
The thing is, we're not. The other
If you're-
thing is we're not going to use that. We were like, let's buy things we might use if they're decent. And
I think it scores out of 10 for each thing.
yeah, I would probably give this a 4 out of 10, maybe, and I'm giving it that kind of higher score because if you were a little girl or you had a little girl,
yeah, they'd
could put
probably
them in.
That would be quite
you could
cool.
Put them in it. Yeah, that's another option. Or a very
it's-
small dog.
I will. In its defence, it's quite roomy.
It's bigger than. There's more space in it than you think.
You would
I
definitely
think.
get a park day out of it, but you'd probably only get the one park day because the rest
One
would break.
day. I tell you what, though, actually, if you were having if you would class that as a bag you were less bothered about.
Yeah.
If you were going on a day when you were going to be doing all the like flume rides and stuff, and you knew you were going to keep getting wet,
Yeah,
then maybe it wouldn't be.
it's
a
also
silver
off
bag.
centre.
So
I've
am
just
I.
noticed the print is not in the centre.
But
you know.
no. It's. I mean, it could be worse.
Could be worse. It's okay. It's okay. If you were a little kid,
Maybe it's a, you
Yeah.
get what you pay. That one is a get what you pay
Absolutely.
for.
It's
Maybe
not a lounge
Yeah,
style.
I think a 4. I think
Yeah.
a 4 is fair.
if you were a little girl, that would be really cute.
yeah, and it came in loads of colours.
Yes, it did.
absolutely loads
Oh.
of colours.
It did. Oh dear. Okay. Now the ears. The ears cost probably between £1.50 and £2.50 as a maximum, these ears. So I don't know what range these ones will fill in, but we did keep it really quite cheap and cheerful with the ears.
Am I modelling them?
You are, because you wear ears and I don't really wear ears. Oh.
Look, you
I
know.
might catch something off the head. You know what?
Let Catherine put that on her head and then tell her she's
I'll
going to
be
get
honest.
my ears sticking out.
No, you're
Which ones?
fine. These ones definitely stick out.
Because they're meant to.
To be honest, from far away, doesn't look that bad.
From space looks great.
No, but like from back here, if I was walking by you in the park, I wouldn't double take and
If
go,
you
well,
were
those
on
are
Main
awful.
Street and I was in Fantasyland, they'd look fine.
I think they'd look all right. They're not awful. They're not awful. But again, if you were a little girl,
Yeah.
or you like to wear a different pair of earrings for different events, then they're quite cute. I don't mind them. I don't know. I'd have to have a feel of them to see how long I think they'd last.
Feel my ears.
Fill my ears. I mean,
I don't actually own
I
Disney
think
ears.
what
so.
what the thing that maybe looks a little bit naff
Yeah.
is just like
That
with
centre.
this. Yeah, and where these things are printed, it's obviously just on some foam. So if you look really closely, I don't know if you'll be able to get this on the ear parts, you can see that it's just like some sort of fabricy, foamy thing.
It's a
underneath.
foam with a fabric.
But I think it's one of those things that from a distance,
Yeah,
like
from a
you
distance,
say,
I think they're absolutely fine. And I think for £2, what's not to
Yeah,
like?
you
If you like lots of ears, I
if you're
will
already
say
spending enough to bankrupt a small country on the holiday, to spend a couple of quid on some ears that you only
Yeah.
wear once is not the end of the world.
I will say I think Etsy. There's lots of people on Etsy making handmade ears, and I've made ears myself. And yeah, these ones are all right.
Yeah. Bearing in
I'm
mind they
not
produce
gonna-
5,000 pairs
Yeah.
of these a minute.
Let's
or
put them to
something.
one side so we can compare them to
I
other
just
ears
feel
and they
next.
come up. Okay. Yeah. Go on then.
When Lee gives us
put
this
those
reaction,
there.
I'm a little bit scared.
Socks.
Oh, now this is going to... Oh, well or badly.
In a bag.
Socks in a bag.
Socks in a bag.
Worse.
Now, I was waiting for these. This is why this video has taken so long to film, but I really needed socks. Oh, they're not awful.
Not bad, you know.
Oh, I love them.
This isn't the channel for feet pics and socks, though.
No, but
No, if
look.
you want any of those things, then
Look.
contact us separately.
The print.
They're actually all right.
No, they
to
do.
be fair, they're soft.
They are soft.
They're not very thick, but they're soft.
No, I mean if you were doing a whole part day,
inside out is apparently the next thing.
Well, it's just
don't.
it's just where the pattern has been stitched into the sock. You can feel the kind of. But it wouldn't irritate.
It's gonna get itchy.
Because it's going to be on the top of your foot. It'd be all right.
I don't know if you had someone neurodivergent, like who wears their socks in, like has to wear their normal socks inside out. They might struggle with that. In which case, we're a bit like there is not much point in having patterns on socks. I don't know. They're quite cute.
They're quite cute, and I think
they're better than I was expecting.
The images are quite cool as well. Like the Daisy does look like Daisy, not like something deformed. I don't like the Mickey ones because I don't think.
The mini ones are nice.
Mini ones are really cute. The Mickey ones, it just kind of gets a bit lost.
It's all very dark.
Like put Mickey on white to match the minis. That's what I think.
I do like them though.
But they are. Do you know what they are? They're decent quality socks. And again, I think they weren't
expensive, were they?
I think for this number of pairs, I think it was like £7 or something like that, or £6. Which, I mean, they're decent socks. You'd get a couple of uses out of them. I think if I was wearing them in park, I'd probably want to take some blister plasters because
your feet may turn the colour of the sock.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
if
true.
it rains,
or you go on Tiana's log flume.
We might have to do some experiments and wear the socks in different sets of circumstances to see what happens.
Extreme socks.
But they're not.
Extreme socks.
They're not bad, and
they're not actually. I'm quite impressed with that.
The pictures on them are quite cool as well, and it does say copyright Disney, or it says C Disney, which I don't think is actual copyright. But hey ho,
they're so. I'm a bit scared about this one.
Yeah.
We're recording again.
Okay.
It didn't say white stop.
So we just had a slight glitch on the camera.
Because it's me.
Now, I opened the bag just to check that like the right number of packages was in there, obviously. Not because I was trying to think.
This looks a bit
And I saw
horrendous.
these briefly and I was like, oh my God. So you can open that.
Because I think this one... Oh!
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this might have been something that I picked as well. There's no proper way to open the bag, which might be God's way of telling us it's not a good idea.
No.
Do we need to nip it?
If anybody hates bag opening, they're going to be by that end. Because that's like.
Oh, hang on. You might need to edit this because it's going to take 12 hours to open it.
Goodness me.
Well, there's nothing here with you.
To be fair, if you had a pair of scissors, we'd probably be tempted to take them to it.
So this one, yeah.
Awful. It's one of those things that's really nice. It's a nice idea, and there's things they're not awful quality.
I'm scared.
It's not awful quality.
No.
Are you ready? I feel like this needs a grand reveal. Hang on a minute.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
Oh, good Lord.
Don't buy these, please.
If you do want them, we'll send these ones to you.
Say, this just looks really, really phallic. Really weird. It's so weird, honestly.
Depressed phallic.
Yeah, no.
The nose is new.
Yeah. No, just don't. Just don't go there.
Just don't.
Let's move on quickly.
I haven't seen it on. No, that's fine.
Look.
I didn't look at it from the side.
I'm going to give you a side angle. Make your own conclusions.
Yeah.
It looks like some sort of different animation
I will
style
give
that
it,
I can't
but
think what to do.
it's
It's not
very
bad quality, yeah.
It's not centred at all. He's off centre, so I don't quite know. Yeah. Yes.
That's going to go in the probably not
I don't think we should
pile.
rate those, do you? I think that
They speak
gets
for themselves, I think, is the key thing with that.
Now, we picked these, I think, because you have a pair quite similar.
I should have bought one. I have like the original classic mini ears from Magic Kingdom,
Yeah.
which is probably, I would imagine, their best seller. And certainly one of the things I've talked about this on something else we've done about how ears. I know Disney World is bigger, but there's not that many ears really at Paris. There's a very narrow selection, a lot more shoulder pets, but they do have the classic mini ears. And there was most of the ears I saw were people wearing classic mini ears. So this is kind of like, I suppose.
First impressions, again, I think from far away and for £2, they're going to be okay. Yeah, I mean, they're not well made
now
at
you see
all.
that.
Yeah.
Feel that.
Yeah, it's hard. You can feel the headband poking out.
Which might just be this pair though. There's always a thing that you don't know.
Looking at how they're made, these are not stitched. These are just glued together pieces of fuzzy felt. You can feel the glue around the outside.
So this would be, I'll tell you what this might be good for then. You know, if you're doing a surprise reveal to your kids last minute, and you get them these just to wear on the plane over.
Yeah, I think you'd get,
So, or for the photograph at the airport
for the
that you're going to
photograph.
Instagram.
Again,
they're
though,
not
from
that big
far
either.
away, I think they're fine.
The giveaway is that the bow's much smaller than on their ones.
The bow's much smaller. I mean, they're fine. The £2, again, what's to not like? If you've got small kids and you want them to have ears, I mean, this is the kind of thing. This is the kind of thing
my children having ears.
But you'd have it in your bag going out. You probably wouldn't bring it back.
No.
But to be honest, they're fine.
So I accidentally left them on the plane.
Yeah.
Yes. But also a lot of these headbands, they're not that big. However, because they're not as good quality, they've got a lot of flexion in, so they're not going to dig in your head.
No. They will snap easily though.
They'll fall off.
But, you know, again, for £2, £1.50, it's not a problem. If you start digging into it, I can feel the glue here. There's a ridge of glue in here. Yeah, nothing's stitched. Everything is just folded and glued. Oh, I think the bowing might be stitched, but yeah, and they're all right. Yeah. Oh, this was our alternative to our ears. These are princess headbands.
I shall save it for when I get married.
I mean,
who needs a tiara?
Yeah.
I don't want a tiara now, I want a crown. But,
do
you know what though? Little girls would love that.
Yeah, they would. And I mean, I think you can get these for all of the different princesses. This is obviously Jasmine. It's just ribbon wrapped around a bit of cardboard by the feel of it. But again, if you had a small one.
It's slightly off kilter. And you can see like that stone isn't quite set straight either, but from a distance again from a distance. Now the thing is, I'm thinking, so you can obviously do it that way, just for effect, and then you can use it as like a proper Alice band, I suppose, like that. And you could even, I'm thinking how Jasmine wears it. If you were going, you had the frock and everything, you could do it like that.
Or you could do a whole Star Trek thing and bring it over your eyes.
Yes. If we're merging the sci-fi with the Disney.
I mean, again, it's not going to set the world. It's not going to set the world on fire. It's
not
fine.
bad, to be
I wouldn't
fair.
set it on fire because it will go up. It is just cardboard.
It's
and
for
ribbon,
children,
though.
so it's very flammable.
It's just glued cardboard. and ribbon,
it's a little bit manky there, only on that side.
If you got that wet, it would disintegrate in a heartbeat because it is cardboard. It's not plastic.
And it's like the ribbons parting slightly there. But again, I think that's... Oh, and actually it's a little bit off centre. But to be fair, again, for what it is, if you've got a little girl in the park, especially if she really likes Jasmine, and actually you can wear that at home.
Yeah.
I think that's all right.
It's a dress-up thing. I think it's a dress-up toy and, it's
I think
fine.
that's quite good. I think that's definitely... I'm looking at what we've got. I think the socks are winning at the moment.
Socks are definitely winning.
I think that is my second choice.
Yeah, I agree. I quite like the blue ears as well, but I think this is just cute and
because see, you're only going to wear ears at Disney, but that you would wear
it
at home as well. So we have a
I think it might actually be plastic underneath. Now I said it's cardboard. No, it is a very thin black plastic headband. Okay, I was wrong. Next.
A mystery bag.
Ooh. I'm just opening all of these.
High tension drama. Well, apparently I got very good at opening things today, so you can't be good at everything or many things.
Oh, I know what these are.
Oh, was this the... Yeah. Oh, this is kind of cute. Right, you take one and I'll take the other one.
Oh, these are cute. Oh, yeah. Okay. No.
These are lovely. Oh, hang on. Maybe not.
No, they are
you're
cute.
looking. I know what you're looking at. It's the quality of the...
Also, I thought they were
stitching.
magnetic. Oh, they are magnetic. Okay. So it's basically a stitch sock, and then you can get them to hold hands, which is really quite
Which is
cute.
quite endearing.
And they're all right. They're decent socks. The stitch is quite good on them.
Hang
It
on
does
a
look
minute.
like stitch.
I don't know about that, though.
What?
Stitch itchy.
I think it's just ribbing fabric. Because if you look at the, fabric expert here, because it's got this elasticated bit of fabric at the top, this is called ribbing.
It's tight.
It would be tight.
Yeah.
It would be tight. I think if you're little, because stretch stitch out, it looks a bit scary. I mean, they're cute. They're gizmo-y. They'd be good for, like, a little one wandering around hotel rooms and things like that. Mm. Like when you're in Disney or you're wherever you're staying in your villa. Like just to wander
aren't very
around.
well stitched.
They are not stitched at all, and there is something hard in the tops of the arms, which I can't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a hard piece of plastic
Do you know what
here.
I think it might be? I don't know. I don't know if where they've got that there, like that, if they've glued that
Yeah,
together, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. I see what you mean. Anyway, they're not bad. They're a little
not good.
They're a little
They're not
disappointing.
bad.
I'm a little disappointed because I do think they could easily be so much better.
Sounds
But I
the
like-
world.
I like the cuteness of them.
That is cute though. The little
That-
hand
the hand-holding is good.
quite endearing.
Lee's got a pair of socks with Father Christmas on them that I think you put in his stocking this year. They're much better quality than these.
They were
They're
Sheen.
Shein, yeah.
Because you know that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Even Father Christmas goes to Sheen sometimes. He has sourcings
Cheap
from
labour.
everywhere.
out of 10?
Oh, I think elves are just happy. They get their bed and board.
Easy.
Easy.
So I think elves are just... We're not here to discuss elfish
Christmas.
slavery. That's another
Out of
topic
10.
for another
What are we giving
time.
those out of 10?
We've been forgetting to give things out of 10, haven't we?
I would say.
Respectfully add some in, so I'll make some up.
I would say they're about a 5
That's generous.
for cuteness. Yeah, it is because it's stitch.
4.
I think the socks, the little ankle socks, I'm going to give them a 7. I think I need to wear them to see if that goes up or down. And all of the ears have just been and the Mickey Mouse I'm not even rating.
Like, can I have a label to send that back?
This one comes from Turkey, but it was imported by a company called Whaleco.
Okay. Now I think we might have got our packages confused because I've got a funny feeling this might have been Shein.
Just in case Temu decide to sue us.
Oh no, this was Temu, I think. This is a t-shirt.
That's quite... I
Oh, I
know.
probably need to show it, don't I, actually?
I mean, that would help.
Meet me on Main Street. It's not a bad t-shirt.
It's not. It's reasonable quality, to be fair.
It's
like quite
definitely not.
thick.
It's definitely not thin.
It's a little bit shiny.
It's a little short. T-shirt wise, it's like a box t-shirt rather than a.
Excuse me.
I quite like it.
It's not short.
No, it's too short for me.
Hang on a minute.
Obviously I'm a bit bigger, and that would just cut completely in the wrong place. But for
But I do know how to dress myself and put the print on the outside.
The camera
when
can't
I'm...
get that far.
yeah, it's
Oh, can it
how
see the
it's
bottom? I
cutted?
just need to see the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's not...
No, it's not
It's
awful.
not too bad.
It's not awful. I
I like the print. The only thing I would say is that the print looked like it filled more of the t-shirt
Yes.
on the thing. So if they're, especially if
I
this
was
is a-
imagining it to be a bit more like your top.
yeah. So and this is a medium.
Yeah.
Is it off centre as well, or am I imagining that?
No, it is off centre. I mean, the thing is, once again, this is just vinyled on. This is just printable vinyl.
So the thing is, if you were buying it in bigger sizes, that
not-
would get more and more
It's also
lost.
not straight, is it?
No.
It's really not straight.
So what we're saying is, if it was
Yeah.
much bigger and printed straight, it'd be great.
Centered rather
Yeah.
than it. Yeah, I mean the actual image.
It's nice.
I
to
quite
be fair.
like.
Yeah.
Meet Me on Main Street. I like the sentiment.
You could make that into a little bag for you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could definitely make it into something else. You could make it into a tote bag really easily. And actually, that is probably not a waste of your money because, yeah, you could easily say this on a tote bag. As somebody who puts vinyl onto things, I would say that it's a pretty poor job of getting it straight and centred. But I think it was about £6.
I don't think it was even that.
Yeah. It's okay. I really like the image.
Yes, the image is lovely.
I wish it was bigger. I wish it was centred. The t-shirt's good quality as well.
Yeah, it is, to be fair.
I'm not arguing with that quality. That's not bad.
Yes, the t-shirt is better quality than I thought it would be. The print, however, is the other way.
Yeah. The actual image is good and the detail in the image is good. There's nothing weird about it, but it's not centred. It's not big enough. And it's definitely not straight. Which is a shame because it could have been...
It could have been so much different.
For someone, it could have been a contender. For a company that, you know, I know it's cheap and cheerful, but...
Yeah, but there's a difference between how many things have we pulled out and things aren't quite centred.
Yeah. Yeah, that's disappointing, I think. For me, that's...
No, I am a little bit...
Because I know how easy it is to get it. Yeah. Okay. Next.
It's a bag.
This is a bag. I'm going to let you...
Okay.
This is a tote bag.
Well, it's more like a kind of grab bag.
Yeah, like a lunchy kind of bag, maybe.
Oh, yeah, it folds out a little bit more.
It's not awful.
It's all right, and it zips up, which surprises me.
That's good.
She says, for those of us who can do zips.
Yeah.
Oh, I say that. Still quite a big hole at the end.
Pretty normal. It's like if you tuck that end in, you'd have the same sort of hole.
Would you?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Yeah.
Ish. I feel like maybe the zip isn't centred. There seems to be a pattern developing here. That's all right. That is all right, though, to be fair. The handle's a little bit, but it's been packed, hasn't it? So
yeah, but even so, it's a cheap as chips handle that they folded over. It's quite short. Look.
You can.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not going to do you for a park bag, but you could fold it up into your park bag and have it as like your extra bag for your shopping and your merch coming home.
I quite like that. I think
that's probably my favourite item so far.
Yeah, I think so. I think it is mine. I would use if I only had like a poncho and odd bits and pieces. I think you could use that as a park bag.
I think you'd get tired of the straps.
Maybe.
But I mean, you probably could, if you were handy with a needle, you could definitely unpick those and sew some decent straps on there. I think that's all it needs.
Or something else, if you have a push chair or a wheelchair or something like that, it's another thing that you could hang on just to put some bits and pieces in.
Absolutely.
That wouldn't drag along the floor.
Although if I was you if you do that, I would take the straps off and sew a pocket on the back so it fits over your handles. But yeah, it's nice, it's decent. The fabric's okay. It's gonna last a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'd say it's reasonably robust.
Yeah, it's quite robust. Yeah, it'll last a while. That print is printed on. Yeah, so it won't come off easily.
Okay, we're quite happy. We're quite happy with that one. I would give that a 7.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the 5. Is it the 5?
Oh, see, I'm
really, is it? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But where's Daisy?
She's not always on things.
She's not, okay.
Well, I like classic characters, you see.
Yeah, that's definitely yours, that one. I mean, I like
that. And the Mickey on the headband, that's definitely...
yeah, you're keeping the Mickey on the headband.
I kind of feel like I almost need to keep it because it's so bad.
Yeah, it is bad, it's joking. This is another tote bag.
Oh, no.
So we did do tote bags.
Oh. Right, okay, first of all, this feels horrendously cheap.
It's ripstop. It's ripstop fabric, so it's that kind of...
it's very waterproof then.
It's very waterproof, yeah. It's a very shiny, plasticky fabric. I think this one doesn't have a zip.
The print's the same both sides. It's printed the same both.
I really like the print.
The fact that it's on both sides is quite nice, isn't it?
I like the print. I think the print's... it's a little bit twee, but it's quite cute.
No, it's not bad as it goes.
Yeah, I like
love
that one.
Because I do like Sorcerer's Apprentice. Yeah. So...
I don't dislike that one. It would be easy to stick a zip in it if you were handy with a needle. The handle is the naffest handle so far because it's woven ribbon.
I mean, it's fairly.
Yeah, it's
my
not.
thumb today. It's
not
quite
gonna
robust.
It's not gonna break.
And it's stitched reasonably well-ish. Or not.
It's stitched top and bottom. Usually with bags like this, you would expect to have a cross stitch here to give that bit of,
a little bit more robust.
Yeah, so if you compare this one, you see how that's got.
Can the camera compare?
Probably
it to-
not, but it has a red cross stitched here, which gives a bit of strength and support. Whereas this one is stitched here and here, but it doesn't have that strengthening support, which means, you know, it'll probably be okay. I wouldn't be putting anything too heavy in it.
If you've just got like a poncho and like a couple of bits and pieces,
Again,
it's not awful actually. At first I was like, oh, I'm not sure.
I
'cause
wouldn't
the fabric's
say
not very nice,
it's
but it would
park
be
bag.
waterproof.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a park bag. I'd say it's the bag you take in your park bag for your merch when you want to, you know, bring home 13 t-shirts and goodness knows what else. If you don't want to use if you don't want to use their carrier bags.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. Now, this is an aside. When you're in the park now, do you have to pay for carrier bags? Obviously,
No.
in this, so when I was in DLP, I find they do bags in 3 different sizes, and they're nice, but they're all chargeable.
Yeah.
Now they're nice bags; they're good quality. You use them, but it was something like €50, €2, 53 €50. So
Yeah.
it adds up quite quick, and they're nice, and we'll use them a lot. But it adds a lot if you don't have them.
I think in
so-
Disney World, they put everything in a carrier bag, and sometimes you get 2 or 3 carrier bags. Like if you buy it, they'll put one item in a carrier bag. And it's almost like
they'll accept being charged for a carrier
they
bag.
don't
will
care.
use Mickey to the moon.
But in some ways, having a bag like this is good because if you've bought 3 small things, and you've got 3 separate carrier bags, you can just tuck them in here, and they'll be good. So I mean, again, it was a few pounds. I think it's quite nice. It's got a book on it. I'm golden.
It's got a book on it. So if I said I don't want a
for this.
carrier bag,
Okay.
would they look confused?
Well, I remember when we went to Publix, they were like putting one thing in a carrier bag, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
you could fit about 10 things in there, but
You've just used £87,000 worth of carrier bags if you were in England.
I do think this might be Shein. I can't quite remember. I will clarify it when we get the next
I could
package.
put that at the bottom.
Yeah, I'll clarify it when we get to the next package.
I can't remember at this point.
Because I don't remember Ratatouille being.
That though,
it's cute.
isn't bad.
It's cute. It's a good clip on. You put it on your park bag. It's quite cute.
I think that's quite sweet.
This is what we meant by the 2D prints, though, that are the
Yeah.
key rings. It's very 2-dimensional, but it kind of looks 3D. So just watch out for that in the descriptions
Yeah,
of these
you
items.
can see how they made
Yeah.
that look 3D on the website.
Yeah.
But actually, on the wrong side, it still looks almost.
Yeah,
say.
it's decent quality. Is there a?
It was probably less than £1.
I don't think it was much.
No, that is not. The
Yeah.
chains are, but that's quite flimsy.
That's quite flimsy. I'd put a
Best
clip on
if
it.
you've got if you get another one of these rings, it maybe be better on it.
Can I see if it's got a plastic on it? Because sometimes when they do these, they put a very thin piece of plastic that you're supposed to tear off. I don't think it. Oh yeah, no, it has, and that makes the image just a little bit brighter and lighter.
Maybe. Are we
I
sure?
don't want to pick at it. I think there is a bit. Can you see how the image is quite dull?
That's 'cause that's the back.
Yeah, but
It's only
Yeah,
print is
it
on
might
the
be.
front. I think it's quite cute.
anyway,
I quite like
it's
that.
quite nice. It'll look nice on a park bag when you're going to Remy's. Yeah, I like that one.
That's a great ride.
Yeah. Well, this was more the key rings that I was looking for when we started looking for key rings or gizmo-y things. Oh, hello. Okay.
Oh, that's quite sweet, actually.
So it's the same kind of keyring concept,
Yeah.
but shaped like Mickey is, which I really like.
Yeah.
And then it's got all this really cute little charms on it. It's got a stitch. Oh, it's all Stitch themed. Okay, yeah, I obviously picked this one.
I don't hate Stitch. I just like before I get hate. I don't get hate for this.
Close up. Would it be better to get?
Bring it as close.
Okay, so it is a little Mickey keyring, and then you've got Stitch. You've got a little Hawaiian guitar, some coloured gems, some flowers. That's quite cute. That I like
quite
that.
cute. Yeah.
I think that was about £2.50 if I remember rightly, and I think that's. I like that. I think that's a really cute
The
little.
Stitch is quite a good Stitch.
Yeah,
as well.
he's not bad. He's definitely, he's not bad. It's got like a little palm tree. I like that. That one's
There you
nice.
go.
That's
What
my
are you giving
favourite.
that out of 10 then?
I'd give that one about an 8.
We're a bit bad at this rating.
Yeah, we are a bit bad. I'd give that about an 8. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
This is where you have to be a bit careful when you're looking at the things you would buy
Yes.
versus the things that.
I would buy that, but you see them in the parks, they're very expensive.
Yeah, that
I mean,
probably
they'd be better quality.
$12 to $15, I reckon.
Yeah.
That maybe
Better quality, but yeah.
No, maybe not quite that much.
Okay.
This one is 3D.
Well, there's 2 of these. There's 2 in the pack.
Good lord!
Wow.
I quite like that.
I really like them. They're really cute. I think they're so cute.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking. Should we have done that? Okay, I'll pull the key rings back under there in a minute. They're cute.
I
They're
suppose so you could have one. You could have one either side on your bag.
Yeah, I mean they're not the best Stitch thing in the world, the tops, but I mean they were like they're so cute that
They are
I can
cute.
forgive those a lot. Yeah. I like those. And we have one each now. We like those. Those are all cute.
Yeah, those
and
are cute.
These are really good things to have to give to your kids and to have on kids' park bags, and they're just cute. Yeah. And we're nearly at the end of this one. Oh.
That's one for that bag.
Oh.
This is one of those things where, you know, all those other things are like, I wouldn't be seen dead wearing those. And these are like bad. I'd be like, no, I'd wear them.
In a heartbeat, I think.
I love them. Oh my God.
Oh, I like them. They're
Actually works.
cute. They're so cute. I mean, they're no good if you're wearing glasses because, you know, not prescription at all.
Not going to get very far if I need to look at anything far away.
They are very cute. They weren't expensive. Yeah, what's not to like about them? They're just cute.
I really like them and I haven't even seen them.
No, you look quite cute. You look quite cute. But yeah.
Yeah, they were a good, and they're like,
Are they comfy?
yeah, they're all right. But if you had a very little one, they would be too
Yeah.
small, or they would be too big. So
But we'll say one of the mistakes we made the last trip we went is we didn't get the kids' sunglasses because we thought, oh, we'll just get them out there. The only place we could really get them was in Disney because by the time we got to the park, they needed sunglasses because the sun was so bright.
Oh.
And Hannah bought a pair that are not dissimilar to that, but not quite as plasticky, but not dissimilar to that. And they were like $15,
12, I think.
12 or $15, and they broke the
no, really.
yeah, the little bits of plastic that sort of sat here came
Yeah.
off. She carried on wearing them, which was really strange. She still wears them now. But yeah.
I think after a while they might get a little bit diggy inny.
Yeah.
Because they're not.
So I mean, I think what we've realised with all of this is you get what you pay for. It's quite it's quite cheap, but actually you can find some really good.
They, however, don't offset that strange Mickey
No,
thing. Nothing offsets that.
but if you've got little kids and you want to give them stuff.
I
so that
do
they don't
not. I
nag.
can't imagine anyone would hate their child enough to make them wear that to
Oh no!
Disney.
To wear that the weird Mickey, yeah, no, that would, yeah, that feels like what was
That's
that
something
dodgy
that
theme
you'd
park in
wear
the
for a
UK?
bet, isn't it? You
What was
know.
the dodgy theme? What was the dodgy theme park they did in the UK? The really like rubbish theme park where they deliberately made it.
Oh, Dismaland.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing.
Was that
they'd wear there.
Banksy?
Yeah, that's the kind of thing you'd wear there because it's so off. But yeah, I can't remember if that's Shein or Temu. We'll confirm that in the next one. Oh, Lee will put it down the bottom here once we figured it out.
If it's yeah,
Whichever
the
one
wrong
it is. Yeah, I think that lot, if whichever one it was, we spent about £50 on things from each of these. So that whole lot that you've just seen came to about £50.
That's a very expensive pair of sunglasses, as that might be.
Well, you know, there's quite a lot of socks there. Right,
Some socks.
we'll
Expensive
see you in the
socks.
next one.
Pausing